Hey guys, Mile High TV back at it with another video. In today's video, I think I've got a game-breaking attack strategy. With the Yeti getting the new level, I just threw some Yetis in with some Root Riders, replacing the Valkyries, and this is the most overkill I've been getting on bases in a long time. I was doing friendly challenges on bases that I was really struggling with, that had been doing well for me, around 6,000 trophies, and I was just completely overkilling them with absolutely no problems whatsoever. So on your Royal Champion, I'm using Rocket Spear Electro Boots, but you don't need that Rocket Spear. It's not the best. If you have Hog Puppet upgraded, I would use that, but mine's not upgraded, so that's why I'm using it. Queen, I'm using the Giant Arrow and the Healer Puppet. Warden, I'm using the Eternal Tome and the Rage Gem. I was at first using the Healing Tome with the Eternal Tome, and I was running into some time issues, but as soon as I threw on that Rage Gem, just absolutely crushing bases. And then on the King, I'm using Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball, and as you see, mine's a really low level, and it's still completely crushing bases. And you're going to want a Siege Barracks as your Siege Machine, and Valkyries in your Clan Castle, because those will just go around the outside of the base and just clear all the trash really fast. So let's hop into the first attack. Alright, so first attack, you're just going to want to use your Royal Champion to get as much value as you can. Just kind of set some pathing. Even if you don't get great value, as long as you set a good funnel to create good pathing for your Root Riders, that's all that really matters. If you guys have used Root Riders, you know, it's the concept's pretty much the same, except your Yetis just survive so much longer than the Valkyries. Yes, they're slower, but the survivability and the power of this attack is insane, and you'll see how much overkill I'm getting on these bases. First attempt ever using this attack. So just time out your invisibility spells, keep your RC invisible. I did lose my Fox, which sucks. If you can keep your Fox alive, that's even better. Or if you guys struggle with the Fox, you could just bring the Phoenix too. That's up to you. It's not going to make a huge difference. The Phoenix is just kind of nice on the King in case he goes down. And our Royal Champion does wander the wrong way, so we're just going to Invis one more time, I believe, and then recolor and save that last Invis, which is what we do. As you see now, we have nice pathing set around the outside. We'll Queen Giant Arrow with the Siege Barracks at the top, and then just spam everything else right here in the middle. And our Root Riders and all of our Yetis will stay together. Your Root Riders are basically just there to open walls for your Yetis. That's basically the only reason they're there. And I like to use a kind of a late Warden ability on this when you're encountering lots of damage in the core of the base. But right now, we're pretty good. We're not taking all that much damage, but we do have the TownHall and the Spitter starting to hit us, so we'll pop it now. Protect all of our troops through there. We're still getting Wizards out of the Siege Barracks. The Valkyries finally pop, and as you see, they're going to run up around the outside of the base and clear all this trash around here, which will keep our Yetis and our Root Riders pretty well centered in the base. And now we just have a giant army just rounding their way around the outside. We used our King ability there to give us access to that single Inferno, hoping we could keep him alive. But he does end up going to Phoenix, but it's not going to matter. The Monolith locks on to our Royal Champion, which is unlucky, but it doesn't matter. Look how many troops we have alive. I don't even think we lost any Yetis. Looks like all of our Root Riders are still alive. We do have some defenses left here at the bottom, but there's no way it stands any chance against this massive army we have pushing around. We still have all of our healers alive. We have our healers alive from our Queen's ability. It's just crushed. And then with that Rage Gem, it's healing up, or it's raging up your healers, which is healing up your army. We still have Wizards rounding around the outside of the base from the Siege Barracks. This base stood absolutely no chance. We're just going to 2 times through this. Look, we still have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 Yetis alive. Looks like we have all of our Root Riders. Our Queen's still up. We still have Super Barbs that we dropped to clean up on the outside. That base was absolutely crushed. I'm going to catch you guys in another attack. All right, on to the next replay. This is a double Invis tower base. And again, we're just going to Royal Champion down here from the bottom corner just to set our funnel. And I do like doing that the overlap trick with the Invises on your Fox. I like to use 2 for the cycles just to make sure that the Fox and your RC aren't getting targeted in between cycles. So I'll drop 2 and then let the Fox timing wear off and then drop the next one. So on 7s is when I'm dropping the Invis. So we'll grab the Wizard Tower here, and then as you see here, we're not setting up too much more value if we keep going here, because this is where I'm going to send my main army into. So I think we're just going to grab these few outside buildings here and then call that good. I really didn't even need that bomb tower. I could have just recalled her. We do actually use another Invis. I didn't think I was going to, but she does end up targeting the CC, which might actually be worth it, because she's going to trigger that Invis now, and now she's going to target the CC. So I think that was worth it. I did accidentally make the CC invisible, but we actually get her in, and she actually triggered both Invises, which is nice. And you see here, we really don't have anything to funnel on the top. So I'm just going to send my siege barracks and my queen in with the main army this time, just because there's really not much to funnel up there. I can use some super barbs up there and basically funnel that out for free. So there's no reason to use my queen and my siege barracks up there. We'll just send that with the main army and just make it even faster yet. We're going to use our warden ability a little bit early here because we are encountering the Giga Bomb there, which is nice. We protected everything through there. And you see, we just used a couple super barbs now to recenter all of our troops. And now our Valkyries and everything are going to join up with the main army. So this is going to be a massive crushing push through the core of this base. And as you see there, since I'm using Rocket Spear, I pop it there to target the core and trigger that Invis tower. And we're going to just shred this core. Unfortunately, the Invis tower does trigger, but it's not going to matter. All of our Root Riders are in the core. Our healers do go down, but all of our Yetis alive. We still have the Valkyries. Oh, the Valkyries just kind of died off. But our queen, or not our queen, our king going to Phoenix. Royal Champion takes out the Monolith. The Warden's still up. The Queen's still full health. Our Phoenix has taken out the enemy Minion Prince, which is pretty nice. Our Yetis did get a nice split here, which is even better. We still have our 2 P.E.K.K.A. Look at this. Our 2 P.E.K.K.A.s are still alive from our Siege Barracks, which was dropped at the very beginning of the match. All of our Yetis still alive. Again, this base absolutely crushed. Stood no chance. So I'm going to catch you guys in another attack. On to the third attack. This is a very annoying base. You have the giant moat in the middle with the Invis tower that covers the entire core. So this could cause some issues against certain attacks. And it could against Root Riders as well. But I'm going to show you guys it's not going to matter with this attack. We're just going to trim as many outside buildings as we can with the RC to set up a path for our main army here. And I do actually make a mistake there. And we took a lot of damage on the RC, but I'm going to try to get her into the core, hopefully, and trigger that Invis tower, which is what happens. If you can trigger the Invis with your RC, that's actually really nice. We're going to take out the Expo. Going to take out the Fire Spitter. Fire Spitters are really good to get out early if you possibly can. And now that we triggered that Invis, now our Royal Champion is going to path back into the core, which is huge. I'm going to be able to take out the Clan Castle Super Minions. Going to be able to take out the Invis Tower. I don't know what all I'm going to get here. Probably going to get both of the Builder Huts, the Sweepers. Hopefully I can get that Scatter Shot. And it looks like I'm going to clear out the entire compartment other than the Town Hall, which is huge because now there's nothing really to distract me. I can just kind of target the Town Hall with my Royal Champion on the way by with her Rocket Spear. So now I'm trying to decide where to go in from. I'm just going to funnel out a little bit over here on the right side. I could have probably just used a Yeti there. But we're going to Queen Giant Arrow and Siege Barracks over on the left side, and now we have a nice path around the whole outside of the base. We can just ring around the outside of the base with our main push now. We do have those 2 storages standing over there, but I can drop a wizard on that, and that wizard can slowly pick it off. It's not going to be too big of a deal. Kind of sucks because our healers are sitting right in that poison, but I guess it is what it is. Where did that poison even come from? There must have been a poison tower down there that I didn't notice. I think there was actually in between the 2 Fire Spitters. You see we got the wizard over here doing cleanup on the storages. And then the rest of our army, see the Valkyries going around the outside, trimming everything on the outside so the rest of our army stays in the core, which is really nice. That's what I love about this attack. The Valkyries are so fast. They keep the outside trimmed, keep your army focused on the inside of the base where they should be. And look at that. Our entire army just in one massive push. Nothing split. We had a perfect funnel. Now everything's targeting the Town Hall, which is nice. We got 1 Yeti going for it, which is really clutch. I'm surprised it's that stuff targeted, but you see my Royal Champion's Rocket Spear was targeting it, which was my plan. I was just going to walk by with the army, snipe it out with the Royal Champion's Rocket Spear, but I really didn't even need to because the Yeti ended up targeting it. Look at this. Did we even lose any of our main troops other than our little cleanup troops? All of our heroes are alive. Looks like all of our Root Riders are alive. We still have Valkyries alive. All of our Yetis are alive. We still have healers up. All the heroes full health. That was absolutely annihilated. So that just goes to show you the strength of this attack. We're going to hop into one more replay, and it's just been automatic for me. All right, on to the final replay. Another really annoying base. You got the 2 island moats on the outside, both with Invis towers. I hate these kind of bases. So I just charged the RC right up the middle here towards the Town Hall. And then I'm just going to end up dealing with the Invis towers later. It's really nice with this attack because you do have the Royal Champion. If you can charge her into one of those moats, you can trigger the Invis towers, or you have your Queen Giant Arrow to trigger them. So it's really nice. I haven't ran into any issues with the Invis tower bases. And obviously the other ones, no big deal at all. Just warden ability through the damage from the other spell towers. there's nothing it can really do. We might actually get the TownHall with the Royal Champion here. Yeah, she locks onto the TownHall, and we still have lots of invisibilities left. This is really nice. We're going to get tons of value with this. Yeah, we're actually going to get into the Fire Spitters as well, so we're going to damage the Clan Castle. We're going to take out the Fire Spitters. We still have 2 Invises left, so we might take out the full Clan Castle and get the Fire Spitters, which is huge. Also, my Fox is still alive, which is really nice. Usually charging into this much damage, it's kind of hard to keep the Fox alive. And I accidentally Invis the Fire Spitter there, which was a massive mistake. We should have been able to take that out, and I accidentally made it invisible. But with Queen Giant Arrow, we trigger both of the Invis towers, which is really nice. And then we have a nice little funnel here. I believe I'm going to send it down here. Yeah, right through here. Just going to take out that Tesla with a couple super barbs probably. The super barbs are really versatile, which is nice. You can use it to funnel, use it to snipe out defenses. Just kind of use them on the fly wherever you need them. And we're going to send a massive push right into this one Invis moat. And it kind of sucks over here. They're a Clan Castle locked onto my Siege Barracks Wizards, so they're not doing anything. They're just getting picked off over there, but it doesn't really matter. I mostly have that for the Valkyries anyway. So now our Valkyries are going to join in with the main army. And they might actually go inside. No, they do end up going outside. I thought they were going to join up with the main army there, which wouldn't have been too bad, but it is nice having them go around the outside and clean that up. This Monolith stands absolutely no chance. Getting overwhelmed. We snipe off the Wizard Tower over there with the Super Barbs, because I kind of want to try to get my troops to path in to that next Invisibility Tower, which is going to be easy. My Royal Champion goes out ahead and triggers the Invis, which is nice. So now once my King gets there, I can use my Spiky Ball on that compartment there, and it's going to wreck everything. And again, I only have, what, like a level 14? No, I think I have level 14 Electro Boots and like a level 17 Spiky Ball. So it's really low level. If you guys have max equipment, this is going to be even better. And the reason it's so good is because the Yetis just got a new level. So they just have so many more hit points. You're doing more damage. I don't know. This is a really good attack. I was kind of just messing around with it and just threw them in instead of the Valkyries. And it ended up, in my opinion, being way stronger than just the Valkyries, because the Valkyries are faster, but they do die a lot quicker. I just feel like you're never going to power fail with this attack. Maybe, worst case scenario, you time fail, but it's just absolutely been crushing bases. So let me know in the comments how this works out for you guys. And I might take this into Legends League, but I don't actually have the Yeti upgraded yet. And I have my lab busy right now. So once I get that Yeti upgraded, I will probably take this into Legend League. So let me know in the comments how this works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time.